Hello and welcome back to another video. And in today's video, we are drawing that guy. Yeah, the guy that's on the screen. This is Axel. One of my people in my Discord keeps telling me to draw him. We're drawing him today. Are you happy? I did it. Yeah. Or I guess I haven't done it yet, but I'm drawing him today. Yep. Alright. So, to start out with the drawing, we're going to want to first draw a head. And since we're going to want to draw the legs, we're going to draw this head kind of higher than we did so we can make sure we have room for the legs. Just do a circle for that. An oval. Okay, that's way too big for the body. That was a mistake I made last time. But we just do that. There we go. There's a shitty circle, but it's good enough, honestly. Then here's a shoulder. Here's another shoulder. We might disregard these shoulders once we actually start drawing, but it's fine for now. We're gonna make his waist kind of skinnier, because he's muscly, but he's got a skinnier waist, like, you know how some muscly guys have really skinny waists, because, like, it's not even they have skinny waists, it's more their muscles make their waist look a lot skinnier, because their chest is so much bigger, so it makes them look skinnier. Or at least that's what I'm assuming. I guess I don't entirely know, and he could be small, just small waist. This isn't gonna have the feet in it. I wanted to have the feet in it, but oh well. That's fine. No feet in the picture. How are we gonna draw his legs then? I guess we'll just draw his legs just straight out then. Because, well, what else was it gonna do? Alright. There we go. I know those legs are terrible, but we're just gonna leave them for now, because we can fiddle with them once we're actually drawing it. Now, what are we gonna do with his hands? Well, like the picture he sent me, we're just gonna put his hands to his sides. Even though I would like to put his hands in a different position, I just kind of don't feel like it. It would probably benefit the drawing a decent amount if I were to just give him, like, any other position, but I think it'll still end up looking fine. I think it'll be fine. And I'm also not the best at drawing super muscly people, so that's also going to be what my main focus is on here. And we're going to need to bring his elbows down, because his arm's going to be longer than that. Alright, we're putting this over here. I put the little picnic table in here because I thought it was kind of funny, but that's inconvenient to use. His belly button is where his freaking elbows should be. My elbows, yeah, they go down to where my waist is. My belly button a little bit higher than my belly button. Actually, no, I think mine does go down to my belly button. Doesn't really matter. Need to make sure I'm talking loud enough, because I know in my last video the audio was kind of quiet, and that's because I was talking quiet. That's it. I was talking quiet last video. I don't like this. It looks wrong proportionally, but I don't know. Is it wrong enough to where I need to, like, fix it bad? Or is it just fine enough to where I can leave it? Looks bad, doesn't it? I think it does. It's not terrible, but it's not good. It's not how I would want it. It's That's not how I would want it. So I think we're gonna erase those. We're also gonna erase that a little bit because we're gonna do something a little different. We're going to whoopsies. We're going to draw a circle for the chest. Then we can draw these guys. These shoulder arenos. And then we're going to add just a little bit just so we can have a bit of reference. We're just drawing. This isn't even going to be the outline that we're using for the arms. I just want to draw something to see if it's long enough. Because, well, it's a little easier to visualize if it has some thickness on it. So I want to add some thickness to see if it's long enough. He's got very broad shoulders. We're definitely going to have to give him thickness here. But he's got the muscle there, then the muscle there. How does that look? I have a picture of I was going to say a naked dude, but he's not naked. He's in underwear. Yeah, a muscly dude up here. There we go. That's close enough, I think. Then for the pants, his pants are really big, so we really don't need to worry too much about his leg shape, because he has pants that remind me of Dragon Ball Z and what's that one dude from JJK? I never watched JJK. I don't know his name. He's got really big pants. He's got that weird worm thing on him too. I think he like attacks with it or something. I don't know. Whoever the hell that guy is. His pants kind of remind me of that. His pants are a little too big, chest a little too wide, body a little too skinny. So what are we gonna do? Absolutely nothing. It's perfect. Picture perfect. Now we'll end up adjusting stuff. We're just gonna erase every single thing and do it again. I think the arms were decent, but I feel like these shoulders are a little too far apart, but I don't know. Alright. So what are we doing? 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 Okay, so actually I feel like the shoulders were a fine distance apart. This is a fine distance, but I didn't bring the arms out far enough. Like, let's draw some muscles. Just do some muscles on the arms. I'm not really professional when it comes to muscles. I was never really good at them, and I haven't studied anatomy in a very long time. I haven't really had time to. So definitely don't know muscles. The most extent of my muscle knowledge is from going to the gym. So I don't know too much, but I think that looks decent. And this guy does have a shirt. I just never got a response from the guy that I'm drawing this for. Never got a response on whether he has short sleeves or long sleeves, so I'm gonna give him short sleeves. And his thing's gonna be skin tight. Also, I probably never got a response because I'm pretty sure he went to bed. Actually, wait, no, he probably didn't go to bed. I don't know. Pretty sure he's doing something though, but I don't know. Well, we'll deal with the neck a little bit later, and I feel like that shoulder's a little too jumpy up. We're gonna have to mellow it out just a tittle-tattle battle bit. And he's got traps. I'm going to give him traps. And if you don't know what traps are, those are the muscles right around your neck that if you have really big ones, it makes you look like a tiny man in a big suit body. That's why bodybuilders sometimes look like they're a tiny person trapped inside of a really big body. Right. How are we gonna do this? We're gonna, well, apparently pop 2 of our fingers. 2? Come on. You couldn't pop more than 2? Alright. Let's go ahead and get the muscles in here. Will we draw hands? Really just depends on... Well, this one's a lot more muscly than this arm. And it's a little bigger. And what are we going to do about that? We're going to draw the body now. We're going to disregard that and draw the body. Why, you may ask? Because I fucking can. I can do whatever I want. This shit's my drawings. What are you gonna do? Fight me? Let's go. I can take you. You're most likely a child watching this. Well, actually, I don't know. My viewer base is mostly adults, actually. Never mind. I don't want to fight. I don't want to fight anymore. I take it back. I don't want to fight if I'm gonna lose. Actually, my viewer base has like a decently high percent, or decently higher than I thought it would be, of people that it says over their 60s. Or like, no, was it? I think it was 50 to 60, 40 to 60. I don't know. There was like, it's only 2%, but I mean, still, that's more than I thought it would be. I guess old people like watching videos. I don't know. It's probably people lying. That's why I'm also assuming I have a mostly female viewer base. There's no way. Girls aren't real. Girls don't really exist. There's no way I have a, like, 3% more female viewership. It's like 53 to 43%. And no user specified for some reason. I would have just assumed that there would be at least one that says user specified. I have no idea how to draw this muscle. Without him looking wrong, I have no idea how to actually give him that muscle. So I don't think I'm really going to be able to give him that muscle. Because he'll look wrong. Well, shit. I made him too small. Doesn't it kind of look like he's putting his shoulders forward? Well, fuck. I could erase it. But I'm not gonna. I'm gonna go with it. And I'm saying that through my teeth because I don't really want to. And we do have a choice, but I'm gonna say we don't because I can. So I guess we're gonna change his body type up just a tittle tattle tittle battle. I'm gonna change his body type up just a bit. Make him a little bit thicker, which I originally meant to do in the first place, actually. But we also meant to move his fucking shoulders. Fucking, look at that fucking bullshit. Son of a bitch. I don't know what to do. That looks like he's putting his shoulders in. I could erase the parts that go right here, obviously. Just like, oh, now his arms are just right there. Like that. You know, I want it to look like that. Who the fuck watches these videos? Seriously. Oh. Alright, we're just gonna draw his pants and then we're gonna erase his arms. Yeah, we're gonna erase them. I don't wanna, but we're gonna. That's why we're gonna draw his pants first. So that we can just have a little bit of a break from drawing the arms. Alright, let's go ahead and add just a tittle-tattle bit of a little thingy right here. Go ahead and erase these right here and here. Crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Yep. That looks decently okay-ish. Alright, and then we're going to add a line right here. That's a little bit of a thing called it's just going to wrap around him. Because it's like a beltish type thing. And wow, I know, pretty crazy. I bet you never would have been able to guess that. But then, I know even more crazy, it's going to go out. And like, be like pants, but like baggy pants. Are these called parachute pants? I think they're called parachute pants. I don't know. There's a guy at the gym that I go to that wears pants like these. It's funny. These pants are funny. Alright. I also feel like they're incredibly impractical, though. In terms of, like, if you wanted to wear them fighting. I feel like they're incredibly impractical. Because they'd get in the way. They'd have a lot of airflow, yes, and they'd be able to block attacks to your legs, yes, because more fabric, more blocking power for, like, sword strikes. Although, if you have a sharp sword, it'll just go through fabric, though. But, whatever. Doesn't matter. How are we gonna do with these pants? Yeah. Also, I better mention this now before I completely forget to. The dude whose character this is, his channel is in the description. Go ahead and check him out. This is his character. He draws him a lot. And he's a pretty cool dude. So, yeah. Well, I honestly don't know what I'm really doing. I'm just trying to add some differentiation between the two, but like without really having two separate ones. It's a little difficult, but I don't really know what I'm doing because I'm trying to kind of shade this a lot different than I normally shade things. Why? It's looser fabric. I'm trying to make it, instead of like the folds that I do, I'm trying to do a little bit more realistic-ish and a little less styled than I normally do. But it's not really working out very well, I don't think. I don't really like these folds. I think they kind of look bad. Yeah, I don't really like this, but we're gonna stick with it. Because, well, I need to try drawing new stuff. Can't just draw the same thing every day. If you draw the same thing, well, then you're not gonna improve. You may improve slightly, but you need variation in what you're drawing to be able to draw multiple things. Yeah, it's good enough for pants. It's not amazing. No, it is not. But good enough. Absolutely. Good enough. Now time to erase his entire fucking shit that we already worked on, even though I really liked this arm. Time to erase all that because, well, fucking someone drew it wrong. I don't know who did, but that guy. Fucking asshole, making me have to redraw it. Why couldn't he have just drawn it right the first time? Alright. There we go. Looking pretty sweet, if I do say so myself. Is it sweet enough to keep it, though? I don't know. I'm gonna bite my pencil and there's nothing you can do about it. I'm thinking. Shut up. I wonder how long I've been drawing for. A whole maybe 20-30 minutes. And I have pants. Shit. Okie dokie, so we need to speed this up. Because we need to get this as a watchable video. Maybe I'm gonna speed up this arms by doing a time lapse. Time lapse time, go! Alright. I added the arms and the neck and the head and the side. Does it look good? Yeah, I don't really think so. I think it looks okay. I didn't curve the arms. I think this arm looks okay. This one looks not the best. The scythe is fine. It's not exactly what I would call a fighting scythe. But it's the type of scythe that he gave him, so I gave him a pretty similar scythe. Scythes aren't very good for combat anyways, but he is not even. And I did realize that, and I did not fix it because that would involve me erasing a lot of stuff again, and I'm not going to. I already did that once. Anyways, I brought you back, simply back for one reason. And that is, we're drawing his clothes now. He has an outfit on, and we're gonna draw it. Yeah. I'm not entirely sure how loose fitting, how tight this outfit is, but I guess I can actually assume that this outfit is somewhat looser considering it's wavy right there, so I guess I didn't even need to add, or I guess I'm not gonna need to add more much more details to the muscles. This is obviously going to look disproportionate. The original drawing is disproportionate. I did try to base it off other drawings, but I am not very good at drawing muscular men. I'm just not very good at drawing muscles in general. A lot of the times when I try drawing men, they end up looking more feminine. Which is definitely something I need to work on, because not every man I draw needs to look feminine. Some of them can, that's fine, whatever. Sometimes it fits the character, but a more buffed character, if I try to draw them buffed, it looks wrong. If I try to draw them how I normally would, they look like a girl. I was gonna give him short sleeves, right? Did I give him short sleeves last time? No, I gave him long sleeves last time. Was I told long sleeves then? I honestly feel like I did better with the original body shape on my first try. Which that was my first page in the sketchbook. That was probably because I tried to go for more accurate muscles this time, and I don't know how to do that. So yeah, we're gonna go long sleeves then. Didn't get a response on short or long, so we'll go long sleeves. I know for a fact the sleeves are pretty tight around his muscles, so maybe just round out some things, and that's about it. His hand is a terrible hand, but what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Draw a better hand? That's sure as hell not what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna leave it as is and pretend like it's decent. Because that's easier. And we're gonna take the easy route. God, this doesn't look very good, does it? I don't really like this. Not a huge fan of this. Probably because I changed how the muscles were going to work multiple times throughout the drawing. But I don't know. It's also just... the neck is too weird. The pants are off. I feel like his pants should be going over his shirt, but he's got a loose shirt, so it wouldn't make sense for his pants to go over his shirt. But these type of pants would go over your shirt, I think. I guess I don't know, since I don't wear pants. I don't wear these types of pants, so I don't know. But I don't know. We're gonna leave it be. I think the muscles look terrible. Is there any lines I can add on to him to add muscle detail? Well, we're not gonna add that line, but... because I want to add some shading, you know? Add some more definition. Add a little bit more definition to the muscles, because, well... maybe that'll make it look a little bit better if there's more definition. I'm not entirely sure. Don't really know what I'm doing in the first place, so. Definitely need to draw muscles more. Let's go ahead and add those. Add some right here and here. Maybe add a little bit of shading like there for where the collarbone would be. Add his collarbone in here. Well, does he have a shirt on underneath? I can't tell if he has a shirt on underneath. I'm pretty sure he does. Because I drew one on him in that one, yeah. So we're going to give him one. It's going to reach up to here. Actually, no, it's not. It's going to reach to here. I'll just ignore that line and that. But that's fine. I think we're just going to cut this here, do a time lapse for the rest of the drawing the hair, fixing the neck, and adding the lines. But yeah, I don't like it right now, but we'll see when I cut back to it when it's done. Alright, that's it. That's bam, done. Dunzo. I messed up the scythe. I was trying to make it look sharp, but then I realized that I didn't know how to do that. So that's what that looks like. And the handle's not exactly, you know, straight in line with that. And not the same thickness. But it's not terrible. This isn't a terrible drawing. I just don't like it that much. His hair's a little too flat too. But yeah. It's not perfect. It's not terrible. Is it better than the other one? I don't know. There's that one. There's this one. I feel like this one's better, but I feel like that only because these lines are cleaner than these ones. But I don't know. Doesn't matter. See you next time. Peace.